Hello, I'm Brenna Whitaker, VP of People Ops for Milestone Business Solutions. And today we're going to spend a few minutes talking about HR outsourcing. First, at a high level, what it is, and then why it might be the right choice for some companies. Full disclaimer, it is not right for everyone, and we'll do a future video where we'll talk through some reasons, some scenarios why it might not be a good fit. But for today, we are going to focus on the positive and just talk about why some businesses choose to go down the outsourcing path. So first, what is HR outsourcing? At a high level, it's just taking some, or in some cases, all of your people function and partnering with an external person or firm to make sure that those tasks are completed. It could be anything from a single function like payroll up through outsourcing your entire operational and strategic HR function. Obviously, there's a lot there, and it's a huge bucket of different responsibilities and tasks. We'll talk through those things a bit more individually in a future video. But for today, let's talk about why some companies choose to outsource their HR. So we talked to a lot of business owners about this. Here are the four main reasons we've run into for why companies would choose to outsource. Number one, they want to provide support and resources to their team, but they don't yet have a headcount that justifies a full-time hire in the HR function. So let's say you have 4 employees, maybe you have 15 employees, maybe you have 30. Those employees you've worked so hard to recruit and bring on board deserve to have resources. They deserve to have support. Someone thinking about company culture and engagement, looking at their career progression and opportunities within your organization. So who's going to do that work? We often see that it falls on the CEO or the business owner. Sometimes it's another team member internally trying to do those responsibilities on top of the job they were hired to do. And in some cases, it's ignored entirely. We don't recommend ignoring your people function, but for some small businesses, that's where they are. So that's the number one reason. A business owner wants to provide support and resources for their team, but they can't justify a full-time hire. They need to look for an external source to do that. Number two, maybe they do have someone internally who's running the people function, but it's not the best use of their time and they need to free up time to focus on other activities and get things off their plate. So maybe it's that business owner. Maybe it is another team member who, is a great team player, all hands on deck, doing whatever needs to be done, but it's really not their passion, their skills, their expertise, or the job they were hired to do. That's the number two reason, freeing up time for current team members so they can focus on other activities that are going to drive the business forward. So third, sometimes we see businesses want to hire their own internal person. They truly want to start building their own HR teams. But in this highly competitive market, it can be very difficult to find that person. Or sometimes they don't even necessarily know what they need or what they're looking for, what the right skill set or level is for where they are as an organization. So sometimes they are looking, they can't find someone, so they turn to outsourcing. Maybe it's an interim solution, maybe it's long-term, but it's a great place to start. And then the fourth reason we see, maybe there's something that your business is individually going through that is complex, that's nuanced, that you just require an extra set of hands and some additional expertise. Maybe you're going through an acquisition, you want some help on the due diligence and integration front. Maybe you know that there's just certain parts of your HR function that need to be reviewed and revamped, like onboarding or growth and development. Maybe there's some engagement initiatives that need to happen. Maybe you're hiring in a new state and you need help navigating the complexities that go along with that. In either case, it's a great reason to reach out and get an extra set of hands. So these are the four main reasons that we've run into. Number one, support and resource for the team. Number two, clearing up some space and time for their current team members. Number three, maybe you want to hire, but you've been unable to do so. And then number four, just an extra set of hands to navigate a particularly complex situation. If you've encountered something else, let us know what it is.